Hey guys, it's Brittany. Let's go ahead and get started. So today we're starting out with the Clean Slate Primer from Tarte Cosmetics, and I'm going to put this in through the T-zone. This is what I use to fill pores, cover up texture, you know, if it's just not a good skin day, this is what I like to use. And it just blurs everything to perfection. And then I'm going to go in on the rest of my face just to give my face a clean slate. With the E.L.F. Mineral Infused Facial Primer. This is similar to the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer in my opinion, where it's still got that kind of like silicone-y feel, but it just smooths out the rest of my skin and just gives my foundation something good to stick on. So we are going to move on quickly to the brows. I like to use a pencil when I do my brows. Excuse me. And it does take me a minute to do them. I like to go in through the bottom just to create a crisp line, and then go in about midway through the tail and create the like longer elongated tail. I mean, as you guys can see what I'm doing clearly. I do have a video planned to go up pretty soon that is of me getting the microblading treatment done. If you guys want to see that video, definitely give this video a thumbs up. I'll give you a few clips of me actually getting the procedure done and just kind of any frequently asked questions or my experience on that. It was actually really, really cool, and I love how my brows turned out. I just wanted them to be a little bit fuller so that when I'm doing like a no makeup look, I don't really have to concentrate on my brows too much. But I still wanted them to be like fleeky if I wanted to do like a light makeup. Anyway, we'll talk more about that in that video coming soon. Yeah. So now I'm going in just to clean up the brows and make them extra super duper crispy. And I'm using a little concealer cocktail that I made myself. This isn't really a lot of anything. This is mostly NC45 Pro Longwear Concealer by MAC. And then I just take like 1 or 2 drops of my foundation that I'm using at the time whenever I mix this up. And that's it. And the reason I add my foundation to it is because the NC45 is just like a smidge too light, and it's not fleeky to me, so I need to deepen it up just a little bit. So I add a little bit of foundation, and it gives me my perfect highlighter concealer for my face, and it gives me the perfect under eyebrow concealer to lift them and fleek them and just make them, you know, everything I could ever dream for and more, you know. Anyway, so I do that on both sides, and then I just blend that out with a fluffy blending brush, and I pull that down on the lid to act as kind of an eyeshadow primer as well. It helps to blur any discoloration on the eyelids and, you know, get it prepped for the look later on. So as you can see, that's what I'm doing. Okay. So after I get all of that done, I go in with my face powder. Right now I'm using the L'Oreal True Match powder in the color C8, I believe. I think it's called Cocoa, C8. And I just put that all over the lid to give my eyeshadow a good base and to set the concealer so it doesn't crease and get ugly later on. And as you know, if you put a little bit of powder or a little eyeshadow over the top of your primer, it'll help the rest of your colors transition on way smoother, way prettier, way fleekier. So now I'm going in with the 2 colors that you guys just saw in the 350 palette from Morphe. Whoa, lost my train of thought there. And I like to go in with these kind of red, brick red colors, orangey tones. It adds a lot of warmth to the eye, as well as just being, in my opinion, super flattering on my skin tone. So, you know. I do that on both sides, and like I said, it just adds a lot of warmth. You don't have to be super precise with this. We're just getting this on to act as another layer of shadows to help with the blending and the smoking and all the things later on. Whew, it's hard to keep up with these videos sometimes. So I'm a little bit out of breath. Anyway, so I'm going to go back in with the Morphe 350 palette, and I'm going to go in with some kind of red tone browns. And I'm going to go over top of them exactly where I put the red tone colors, but not as high. I'm just doing this to deepen up the crease color and in preparation for when we smoke it out even more a little bit later. And as you can see, I do mix 2 more colors. They're kind of a red tone brown in the palette, and you know, I do my thing. And just blend your life away. People always ask me, like, how do you get these looks to be so, like, I don't want to say flawless because I still have a lot of work to do, but just really seamless. And blending is key, people. Blend, 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 add color, blend, add color. And that's how you get super seamless looks. That's just what you do. Okay, so now I'm going in with the 350 palette again, and I'm taking the darkest brown in the palette, and I'm concentrating this mostly on the outer third of the eye, the outer corner, and then I'm taking whatever is left over on the brush and pulling that in through the crease, and that is what's going to smoke everything out and get everything super blended and super smoky and gorge, and we love it. So now I'm going to go in with a couple of eyeshadows for the lid color. I decided I wanted to do a green look today, so I'm using the like deep foresty green in the Kylie Holiday palette. It's a beautiful color. I did just a smoky shadow look with like just all over the lid, and I loved it. It was in Recreation, something that Nicole Concealio did. It was hot fire on her, and she was like a gold liner, so I had to recreate it. I loved it. I'll probably record a video. If you guys want to see that, leave comments in the description. Leave comments in the comment section below. I'm getting off track. Okay, so, but the Kylie shadow was a little bit too dark for what I wanted this look to do, so I'm going to go in with the Laura Lee collab palette that she did with Voss, and I'm using the color Smashly. I went over top of that, but it still wasn't as bright as I wanted it to be, so what I decided to do was take a little bit of my setting spray, mist the brush with the product on it, and it foiled and just created this beautiful metallic-y, shimmery, shiny green that I absolutely loved. So I'm taking that with a fluffy shader brush, and I'm just putting that all over the lid in the inner corner area. Alright, so that is pretty much it for the eyeshadow look. We're not going to really do much more here. I'm just kind of going in really, really lightly with the original orange-brown colors and just making sure everything is blended through the crease and everything like that. I'm barely tapping the brush into the palette just to blend everything and make sure everything is super seamless. And now I'm going to go in with my 24-hour Infallible liner in Blackest Black from L'Oreal. It is a gel liner. It's one of my favorite drugstore gel liners. It's super duper black. It's super duper good. It doesn't like stray all over the place. It doesn't like do anything crazy. I just, super love it. I tried to keep the line super thin and like discreet, and it got away from me, and then I ended up with a cat eye with a wing. So that happened. So just try to keep the line as thin as possible if you don't want to really take away from the eyeshadow look. I wanted the eyeshadow to be the main star, but like I said, it got away from me. So, do you, girl. Go with the flow. Makeup is all about, just flowing with it, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going in with a pair of lashes from AliExpress. These are the same lashes I used in my last video. I couldn't find a direct link to the store that I could post, but if you guys download the AliExpress app on your phone, it will take you wherever you want to go. You can get literally anything. All you have to do is Google, or not Google, but like search false lashes, and it'll come up with like a million different pairs of lashes that you could possibly ever want to use. Alright, so now we're moving on to the face. I am going to attempt color correcting here. I'm using my dupe for the 12 color flash palette from Makeup Forever. This is one that I found on eBay for, let me hear it, $11. And then I think $13 for shipping, or like, at the end it was like $13 with everything, and that included shipping. Amazing palette. It is a great dupe for the flash color palette. It's amazing. And it's a cream color palette, so I just thought, why not? Why not? I got some dark circles, I got a few blemishes, I need to cover them up. Let's try color correcting, and it worked flawlessly. You definitely want to make sure that when you use colors like this, though, especially when you're darker skin, you really, really, really blend it into the skin. You don't want to put your foundation on and still be able to see the colors underneath your foundation. Color correcting is about covering up, but not like going outrageous. You just want to correct the imperfections, Whew. Okay, so now it's time for foundation. I'm going in with my favorite drugstore foundation, the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth Foundation in the color 360 Mocha. I don't have to mix it. It is the most beautiful color. It matches my skin perfectly, and with a damp beauty blender, it just blends and soaks into the skin like super duper effortlessly. So like you guys are going to see right now, it's just going to go in and it's going to be extra flawless. And that was my computer. So sorry about that. And I know that a couple of people have mentioned to me, at least my friends on the side, that you guys can sometimes hear a little bit of a beeping in the background. I need to change the batteries in my smoke detectors again. So I apologize if there's like an annoying beeping sound in the background. I will be changing that today. Oh, I just had to adjust that because I heard it just now. It's like it's been happening for so long because I keep forgetting to buy batteries that it's like I don't even hear it. It doesn't sound like anything. I never hear it anymore. It's probably bad. It's probably bad. Anyway, I'm going in, like I said, with the same concealer cocktail that I use underneath my brows. And as you can see, it just adds the perfect amount of highlighty goodness, glowiness under the eyes. And I just apply it with the same brush that I use to carve out my brows. That brush, in case you guys are wondering, is the Morphe M224 brush. It's just a really good concealer brush. It's really thin, so you can create perfect brows. And it also applies product really, really well. So a little bit goes a long way with this stuff. You don't need a whole bunch. It looks like I did, but really I just picked up like a little bit on the brush and just spread it out really thinly across my face. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way with this stuff. So we're gonna blend it in, make sure we're highlighting, we're glowing from within, everything is looking great, it's really flawless, and then we're gonna go in and we are going to contour. I like to use cream contour sticks or foundation sticks for this, so I'm gonna go in with the Black Opal cream stick foundation in the color Black Walnut and just put it in the contour areas, in the hollows of the cheeks, across the forehead, on the sides of the nose to snatch the nose just a little bit, underneath the jaw just to get a crispier jaw, a strong jawline, you know. We don't want no double chins up on her, so we do that. And I just go in with my concealer. If my contour on my nose gets a little out of control, a little bit of concealer will help get that taken care of. So we're just going to blend that into the hairline as best as we can, and then we're going to go in and set everything. Under the eyes, we're going to set with the Laura Mercier, what do I want to call it, Silk Paint Foundation. Is that her foundation? But that's not what we're using. We're using her translucent setting powder. And with just the damp beauty blender like you guys see all the time. And we're going to bake. I'm a little bit ahead of myself, and we're going to do that right now. Here it comes. Right now. Okay, here we are. So the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder underneath the eyes, down the bridge of the nose, and the forehead, and on the chin. And to make your contour extra crispy, you can even draw a line of your setting powder underneath that as well, but I did not do that today. And just in case you guys are wondering, does this leave a white cast? It can leave a white cast sometimes, so in order to combat that, I like to go in with my face powder on the brush that I'm going to sweep away my baking for. Like literally, I don't bake for a long time. This was on for like maybe 30 seconds, and then I sweep it away with just a touch of my foundation powder. And as you can see, I still am glowing. I'm still bright under the eyes, but I'm not like white cast under the eyes. So that's my little tip to you. Just tap your brush in your face powder so you don't pick up too much, because you don't want to take away from the brightness, but just to tone down that white cast of powder. Alright, so now it is time for blush. I think I set my face. I might have cut that out. I set my face with that same powder, just all over my face. But anyway, so I'm going in with a little blush powder cocktail. As you guys can see, I like to custom mix a lot of colors just because it's fun, and why not? The palette I used was from Morphe. It's the 9in blush palette. I think it's their natural. I think it's natural blush or something like that. It's beautiful. I use it on my brides whenever I do freelance work, and I use it myself, and it is gorgeous for every skin tone you could ever imagine. And now we're here to my most favorite part of my makeup process. It is the highlight, and I had to feature LeBron James, the LeBronze Artist Couture Diamond Glow, I can't talk because it makes me so excited. The Diamond Glow Powder by Artist Couture in the shade LeBron James, the collab from the Into the Light set that Jackie Aina did with, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's pretty much my new favorite highlight. I use it every day. If I don't use this one, I'm using Sugar Daddy. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. I 1000% love it. That one and Sugar Daddy are like neck and neck, but LeBron's just it's a little bit better. I don't know. I really like it. I'm not gonna say it's better because they're on par, but they are just, it's my favorite. Anyway, I could go on and gush about that for days and days. We're not even doing that anymore. So here we are. I am just going to balance out the eyes by smoking out the lower lash line. I'm going in with the same process that I did before, a slightly bit of orange under the eyes, and then I'm going in with the medium browns, and then taking a smudger brush, I'm going in with Smashly through the inner corners, and then up through the inner third of the lower lash line, and then I'm going to take it up into the inner corners as well. And we're just going to freak it out and make sure everything looks gorgeous. As you guys can see, Smashly when it's dry is just as beautiful. It's a little bit lighter, I think, but it just really opens up the inner corner and just makes it like everything. I super duper love it. So now we're going in for the lips, the final part of the face. I like to do this last because I like to put Vaseline on my lips before I start anything, like first thing when I wake up in the morning, to make sure it's all, you know, fleek-tastic. And I'm actually pulling out this like random lipstick, well not random, but like I never use it anymore, and that was the Katy Perry collaboration with Covergirl, the Katy Cat matte lipsticks. They're so beautiful. I'm not even gonna try to pretend like I knew what that name was because it was like some crazy French name or something like that, but it's gorgeous. It's like the perfect nude pink. I love that I have it. It's gorgeous. So this pretty much completes the video. I'm gonna shake my hair out, let it be kind of crazy. Yeah, this is me getting ready. I just comb out my hair, I keep it wrapped up at night and in my little bonnet, and I flip it a lot. Don't ask me why. It's just part of my routine. I'll comb it, I'll finger comb it, I'll comb it, I'll finger comb it, it's really weird. It shouldn't take this long for me to style my hair because literally a wrap should just be like shake and go, but it literally is just me like combing, shaking, combing, finger combing, shaking, combing, finger combing. Where do I like it? Pull it in the front, put it in the back. I don't know what to do, blah, 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 blah. I do have a question for you guys though. If you guys know anything other than biotin, not because anything's wrong with it, but just because I'm open to many, many things. For thickening hair, I lost a lot of hair after I had my gastric bypass surgery a few years ago, and so it's thinned out considerably. So if you guys know about anything, hook us up, let me know in the comments below. But that is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit random, but I hope that you enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed making it for you. If you guys want to see more Get Ready With Me's, leave me a thumbs up and comments below. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and check out these videos here if you guys want to see what I've done in the past, and we'll see you here. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.